NASA has begun working on Starship HLS, and we know this thanks to an Artemis 3 concept they just revealed. It's actually a small document containing 9 slides, but there are a couple of really interesting things I want to go over in this video. The document in question contains a brief description of what the human landing system is and what it does, followed by a timeline of the different events and milestones that have unfolded. Then we get to the first exciting bit of the document, where we can see a concept of operations for the Artemis 3 mission. If we zoom in, we can see a new sleek render of what the propellant depot will look like. This propellant depot will serve as a sort of refueling station for starships destined for missions beyond Earth. For example, to the Moon, as is the case here, and even later on to Mars. What's also interesting is that this propellant depot, at least by looking at this graphic, seems to be a slightly stretched version of the 50-meter long Starship version that we all know. This makes sense given the fact that its job will be to store as much propellant as possible, and since it won't be re-entering back into the atmosphere, the weight they can spare by not adding any flaps is extra weight that they can fill up with a little bit more of propellant. In this graphic, they have depicted only 4 tanker ships that will be used to fill up the propellant depot, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it will probably take a couple of more ships to complete one full refill, although probably the exact number will still remain a mystery for quite some time as the different Starship prototypes keep evolving. I also like the new render they made for the Lunar Starship version. It appears to be missing the solar panels, but still it looks smooth. The rest of the graphic basically depicts what the process of getting the crew to the lunar surface and back to Earth is going to look like. Once Starship HLS has been refilled with the help of the propellant depot, it will make its way to the Orion spacecraft, which will have been already launched by the SLS rocket, where the crew of astronauts will be patiently waiting. Once both spacecraft have docked, the crew will transfer into the Starship and begin the descent maneuver toward the lunar surface. Once the mission has been completed, the process will be reverse engineered and the crew will be taken from the lunar surface back to the Orion capsule, which will then make its way back to Earth. They also make it very clear that NASA will maintain full authority when it comes to the proceeding of the mission. All hazard controls, verifications and other certifications will need to be approved by NASA themselves. The next and likely most significant news I want to discuss is the development of the crew and cargo elevator for the Starship HLS. We had absolutely no idea that they had already begun developing this technology, and quite honestly, I'm thrilled that they are doing it. They seem to be performing a variety of tests to ensure its functionality and safety, and not only the elevator, but they are also evaluating possible crew cabin designs via virtual reality, plus testing airlock systems. So fascinating events are going on behind the scenes with Starship HLS, and I am really happy to see this kind of progress already. So let me know how you feel about this. And with that, I will finish this video. I hope you found value in it, and I will see you all very soon in the next one. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.